In part one, I talked about 5 of my biggest regrets from my basketball career and the workouts that helped me grow along the way. I didn't hold back, but I wasn't done either. The truth is, there are still a few more lessons that stuck with me, mistakes that costed me time, confidence, and opportunities. And if I'm being real, some of these took years to even understand. So this is part 2, 5 more regrets, 5 more workouts. If you're serious about getting better on the court and how you approach the game, this one might hit harder than the first 5. So let's get into it. I didn't take enough risk on the court. I played scared. I wanted to be perfect, and all that did was keep me average. I didn't try the new moves I worked on daily. I didn't experiment in games. I didn't trust myself enough to fail, learn, and level up. This fear kept me in the same box for years. If you're scared to mess up, you never push your limits. The players that grow the fastest are the ones that make the most mistakes because they're not afraid to step out of the comfort zones. The gym is where you build your skills. The game is where you test them. But I kept playing it safe. Alright, y'all, the next drill is freestyle game situations. We're gonna work on 3 different moves from the left wing, top of the key, and right wing. There's no predetermined move, so you gotta react to what feels right in the moment. We're gonna emphasize attacking with freedom, trying new combos, and finishing under pressure. I know there's a lot of defenders, so you gotta be comfortable with being uncomfortable. So use your imagination. Let's get into it. You gotta make it before you move on. All right, so we here. 2. The mental side of the game. I thought if I worked hard enough, the rest would take care of itself. But the truth is, my mindset wasn't built for the pressure I put on myself. And honestly, it didn't matter how big the crowd was. I've been performing in front of crowds since I was a kid. I second-guessed myself. I lose focus after one bad play. Confidence came and went depending on how I played and how much I played that day. And I didn't even realize how much it held me back. I didn't know how to deal with failure. I didn't know how to talk to myself when things got tough. Physically, I was locked in. Mentally, I was a mess. The game is 80% mental, but I was treating it like it was physical. I had to learn that confidence isn't something you wait for, you build it. Every rep, every mistake, every comeback builds that voice in your head. And you either let your mind work against you, or you train it to work with you. Now, I talk to myself different. I embrace mistakes, I stay composed, I trust the work even when things go wrong. You never outplay a weak mindset. Alright, y'all, next we got a 3-move combo into a pull-up jumper. We're gonna do 5 each hand. You miss, you go back 1 until you get to 5. All right? If you guys miss, react and go. Don't think, don't freeze. Let's get into it. All right, y'all, this next drill gonna be a little different than the last one. All right, we're gonna keep doing the same move. See if we get the repetition right. So we're gonna start around the mid-range area. We're gonna pull up, hit them with it between the legs, behind the back, with an in and out, little hezzy, pull-up jumper. All right, we're gonna hit 5. So I'm here, freeze them. All right, that's 1. You're coming down. That's 2. Coming down. Get the handle right. All right. That's 3. Coming down. That's 4. One more. That's 3. 4. 1 more. All right, that's 5. All right, y'all, next we're gonna work off the left side. All right, same concept, same area, different move. All right, I'm gonna hit him with a between the legs, reverse tween, with an in and out hezzy. All right, it's gonna be all one motion. We're gonna pull up and make 5. Something here. That's 1. Here. Back at 0. That's 1. That's 2. Remember, y'all, when y'all hooping, make sure to change the rhythm of that move, all right? Never let the defender speed y'all up. All right, that's 3. I'm here. That's 4. All right, that's 5. I was always in the gym or outside of my backyard, perfecting moves, getting reps. But when it came to games, sometimes I feel slow. Never consistent, I second guessed. I didn't know how to read defenders, make real-time game decisions, or adjust when things didn't go as planned. Workouts made me sharp, but games make you real. And I wasn't playing enough to build that feel. You don't learn how to play the game by avoiding it. Getting reps without pressure doesn't mean much. I had to leave the lab and get into the real fire. The game doesn't care how good your footwork is. It cares if you can read defenders, make a decision, and keep your confidence even when your legs are gone and the crowd is loud. Now I chase live reps. I want to feel tested. I want to feel uncomfortable. That's the only way you grow. Workouts gave me skill. Pickup gave me instincts. Alright, y'all, next we got game rhythm shooting. This is the finisher drill. We're going to hit 3 different spots, alright? We're going to hit the left corner, left wing, and top of the key, but y'all can choose wherever. We're going to hit 3 different moves. Alright, we're going to hit a 1 dribble pull-up, then a pump fake, side jab 3, then a side jab or side step, into a finish. Alright, we're going to keep going through that cycle till we hit all 3 spots and make all 3. Alright, remember, if in games, if you guys miss, you don't get a reset, alright? Make sure you guys keep flowing. Alright, y'all, we're gonna start in the left corner. Alright, so I'm gonna toss it out. I'm here, rip through, pull up jumper, alright? That's 1. Next, take your time. Defender got by. Alright, that's 2. Gonna toss it out. Got by. Alright, that's 1. Now top of the key. Alright, now we're at the top of the key. Alright, same concept, but I'm gonna switch to the right side. Alright, so I'm here, I'm gonna toss it out. Rip through. That's 1. We're here. Pump fake. 2. All right, toss it out. Jab. All right, that's 3. All right, try. Now we got the left wing. All right, so I'm here. I'm gonna toss it out. 1 shot. There's 1. Toss it out. Pump. All right, that's 2. Toss it out. Boom, jab. That's 3. I stepped into the court trying not to mess up, trying not to get pulled. I was safe, I was cautious. I held back moves I've been practicing for hours, all because I was afraid to look bad. But what I didn't realize was being scared is still losing. I passed up shots I should have taken. You can't do that if you're trying to lead a team. You can't make an impact trying to play in your heels. The truth is, I had the game, I had the work, but I didn't have the mindset. I wasn't trying to own the court, I was trying to blend in, knowing I was better than my competition. And when you do that, you stay invisible. Now when I step into the court, I'm not out there to survive. I'm out there to shift the energy. I want the defense to feel me. I want the game to change when I touch it. That doesn't mean forcing everything. It means making a decision with intent. If the shot's there, I take it. If the lane's open, I go. If I need to pass, I pass with a purpose. Every move is a statement. I'm here to impact the game. I don't blend in anymore. I take space now. All right, y'all, for this next drill, we're gonna work on our rhythm, all right? We're gonna start around the top of the key. I'm gonna toss it out and make 5 catch and shoot threes. All right, a lot of the time growing up, I didn't have someone rebound for me or throw me trash passes when I was working out, so I had to use my imagination and find that rhythm so I was prepared for my games. All right, so I'm here, find that rhythm and shot. All right, that's 1. I'm gonna toss it out. Just 2. Find it. Imagine that chest pass coming and knock it down. All right, that's 3. Toss it out. All right, that's 4. One more. Off. One more. All right, that's 5. All right, y'all, for this next drill, we're gonna build off the catch and shoot threes. All right, I'm gonna start around the top of the key. I'm gonna toss it out. I'm gonna pump fake and take a little pound dribble, side step, side jab, whatever you wanna call it. We're gonna make 3 side. All right, so I'm here, pump fake, escape from them, that's 1. All right, make sure you're patient, wait till that defender is out of your range. So I'm here, pump. All right, that's 2. One more. Pump. All right, that's 3. Now we get the left side. We're here. I'm here. Gotta get our balance right. Yeah, all right. Here we go. All right, that's 1. Find that rhythm. All right, that's 2. Ah. We're here. Hope. They got by. All right, that's 3. I played like I needed permission, like I had to earn confidence before I could show it. If I wasn't starting, if I wasn't gonna touch this, I played smaller, I questioned myself. I let my role decide how I played when it should have been the other way around. You have to believe in yourself before anyone else will. I should have walked in like I belonged. I should have trained and prepared like I was already that guy. But instead, I waited. I played it humble. I tried to fit in. I let too many moments pass me by, hoping someone would unlock me. I don't wait for approval anymore. I walk in like I already know what I bring to the table. Like I earned everything I worked for because I did. Confidence doesn't come from your rolling minutes. It comes from the time you put in when no one's watching. Now, I play like I'm already trusted, already counted on, already the one they need out there. Because belief doesn't start with your coaches, it starts with you. And when you stop waiting, you stop holding back. All right, y'all, next we got transition threes. All right, I'm gonna start around half. I'm gonna toss the ball out. I'm gonna go from the left wing, top of the key, and right wing. We're gonna hit 3. I usually like to hit 5, but there's people coming in and out, so I'm gonna get this out of the way for y'all. So I'm here. All right, that's 1. Toss it out. So I'm here, toss it out. All right, that's 2. Toss it out. 3, all right. Top of the key. That's 1. All right, 2. All right, 1 more. All right, that's 3. Right wing. One. All right, that's 1. All right, that's 2. All right, 3. All right, y'all, that's 10 regrets, 10 ways I've grown. I'm not sharing this because I figured it all out. I'm sharing this because I didn't. Each one of these regrets held me back at some point, but each one taught me something different to help me level up. And if you're watching this, maybe you're in the middle of a regret right now. Don't run from it, learn from it, because it's never too late to turn the page, tighten your game, and write a different ending, because I'm still writing mine. If you're rocking with the content, if you're here for the journey, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I'm just getting started, more workouts, more lessons on the way. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Remember y'all, stay confident.